shot. He get to the rim and get the foul and get to the free throw line. Not my Dolores, but my Donetto. Here,
Yeah.
that's very random, but no, I have
like
not.
James Harden. I mean,
No.
James Harden's got the free flowing
Yeah, that's
thing.
true. I've never had a beard ever. I had a goatee.
No,
That's
you
the
had a
best
mustache.
I could do.
You had a little baby mustache.
Yeah, I had a baby mustache.
I remember.
It was a little extra thick, too.
The Groucho Marx.
Yes.
That's going to wrap it up for us from here for now. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you later on, whether you like it or not.
The Rockets play before the hometown crowd here in downtown Houston, Texas. Last game for the Warriors, they pick up the W against the New Orleans Pelicans. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on them.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And Golden State looking at who they've got. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. And it's Iguodala in at the small forward. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off a good outing against the Nuggets.
Proficient in that game at the offensive end of the floor. I mean, their passing was dynamic and their shot selection was superb.
You do those two things hand in hand, Greg, you know the result. You move the ball like they did and take smart, good shots, you're coming away with a lot of wins.
That drops.
And really a nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Aggressive play, attacking basketball, on the attack, full throttle. I love it.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Curry attacking Beasley with the steal.
Well, out of the break, guys, he's managed to turn it over twice now, and that doesn't bode well for the rest of the quarter if he doesn't shake out of it and tighten things up.
Count that one.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target. And, guys, Patrick Beverly, a perfect fit for the Rockets alongside James Harden. Now, you know, Beverly is in that complementary role as a 3 and D guy. And remember, also, even though he's the point guard, he's good at just spotting up for threes, and he's a hounding on-ball defender.
And here is Curry after Trevor Ariza just hit the three. Got that one up quick. Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
Curry, good.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Harden against Thompson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And, guys, you know, we've talked about it before, but it bears repeating. Dwight Howard may be the best overall rebounder in the last decade. 5 times out of the last 8 years, he's led the league in rebounding. That's almost impossible to do in the modern NBA.
Now here's Iguodala. 17 points for him last game against New Orleans. The 3. Rebounded by Howard. Rockets lead by 4. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. No good from Beasley.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Thompson against Ariza. Out to Thompson. The tray. The shot misses. And Houston the other way. Efficient rebounder. Still prolific, in fact, but he's no longer dominant. Last year he had not one 20-plus rebound game. Tell me the last time that happened.
Well, you know, this being Dwight's 12th season in the league, Kevin, a lot of wear and tear on him. I think he's trying to fight through it, and he's still very much more than serviceable. Wants to get a ring, and he's doing his part to try to make that happen.
For Houston, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Beasley the screen. It's Howard with the drive. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
All almost a backboard breaker.
And Beverly kicks to Harden. The shot's no good. Great D that time from Green. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Wasted no time on that one. Rockets lead by 3. Beverly wide open. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Here's Bogut. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jump.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. A clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
And good on the basket. Book it. Iguodala's got his second bucket tonight.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope, it's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
They get the rebound. And another shot. And Harden lays it in.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today. And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Spates against Beasley. Now here's Barbosa. Defense right on him. Here's Livingston. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. When you think about Sean Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken Clark 4th back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
Finishes the break with a slam.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
And getting back to Livingston, he's had comeback after comeback. I mean, each time he'd start to flash those unbelievable movement skills, he'd get injured again. It's a shame because he was on the path to becoming one of the game's great young point guards.
Monty Eunice is checked in for Dwight Howard.
And for Livingston, last season with the Warriors was a dream. He got to back up Steph, so he got to play against second stringers, and we got to see flashes of his dominant traits again. What a happy ending for him.
Golden State's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Harden outside. Houston moving it around. Offline with his 3.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Azili the pass to Space. Off target with his 3.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense and not allow him to get those kinds of looks.
And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Rockets trail. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the head coach for the Rockets just a moment ago. He told me that he's looking forward to this matchup, their first look at this team so far this season. He said they'll look to play up defensively. As usual, their length and shot blocking a great deterrent inside. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. So defense, it looks like, coming first for them today.
That's their identity. That's what they're all about. Their defense is really what sparks them.
And that has to be their spark if they're going to be successful. I mean, everything for them starts at the defensive end of the floor.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Ariza. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Warriors leading by 3. Spades dishes to Barbosa. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Harden. Up and in on the layup. Harden's got his second basket.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
And the Rockets were a tough team last year, but at times it really felt like a one-man show. Harden carried them so much for so long. You just have to wonder if it wore him out.
Here's Brewer, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
And if carrying the team during the regular season wore Harden down, Greg, you're talking about, it didn't show that much in the playoffs. Harden was phenomenal most, if not part, all of the postseason.
I would agree with you, but there also were some other guys for Houston that did step up in the postseason. Howard looked as good as he did before all of his injuries, as a case in point.
Houston making a switch. Jones is checked in. Klay Thompson is checked in for the Warriors.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And it's good assisting on the play with Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists in the game. Houston's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And that one's good.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Puts it up from 12. And the rejection by Harden. And he gets the bucket. Livingston's got 5.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Kicks it to Jones, 11 feet away, and it's good off the back rim and in. Jones has got the game tied up here for the Rockets. The dish now to space. And Jones pulls it down.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's Brewer. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
For Houston, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. Curry's checked in for Sean Livingston. Brewer hits them both. So it's the Warriors now, trailing by 2. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Azili kicks to Curry. The tray. Another 3 for Golden State. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Stolen by Thompson. And it's the Warriors on the break. Thompson with the ball. And the dunk by Barnes.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control, even though he's going at breakneck.
Oh, yes! Oh, how about that shot?
Big time.
Incredible.
3 points at the buzzer.
Definitely an answer to prayer there.
It's a tie game here in Houston. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but he says he takes comfort in playing the game he still loves. It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he has a burning passion to win a championship. He's been in the finals, and this is a guy that's got still a lot to shoot for, he feels, in his career.
That's a great point, Kevin. And the challenge for Dwight is how to balance how serious he is and how passionate he is with having that fun on the court that he's after.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
Well, what happens is shooters begin to start looking for the shot blocker, and it does intimidate them.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Bogut in at the center position.
You know, the league going to more ball movement, more outside shooting, less isolation play, and those are all natural fits for the talents of Klay Thompson, who's great moving off the ball, and we know he can stroke it from long range.
Houston making a switch here. Capella's checked in. Here's Howard. Plays it up and banks it in. Quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Curry attacking. It's rebounded by Houston. Howard's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Beasley. And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. It's stolen by Curry. He dishes it to Green. And there's something to finish it off.
Hey, guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And, guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And he gets it to go.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Beverly the pass to Howard. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
They're spraying them home from mid-range today, guys.
Finding the gaps in the defense and really just slicing and dicing them right now.
Off his foot, and the ref's whistling a kick ball. And the Warriors making a change here. Livingston's checked in. Now a timeout called by Golden State. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
Yeah, but this is a team they faced and beat in the postseason a year ago.
You're right, Greg. They took care of business against them in the conference finals. Now looking to do the same thing tonight.
Stephen Curry's checked in for the Warriors. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Here's Beverly. Howard dishes to Capella. Iguodala with the steal. Curry kicks to Iguodala.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
And Iguodala knows just how deadly his teammates can be from outside, and he looks for them to get their shot before getting his own. I think this situation for him in Golden State's perfect for his skill set.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Look at the metrics for it, Clark, and Iguodala is onto something. He just knows to look for the best team shots.
Yeah, he's got a really good basketball IQ, and I think it's his selflessness that allows him in. Rarely forces situations offensively.
Here's Howard, and he can't bank that one in. Warriors leading by 11. It's Thompson off the drive. Iguodala the pass to Green. Rockets with the rebound. Howard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Inside, it's stolen by Bogut. Here's Green. Can't get it to go. So Houston will take it the other way. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Pull-up jumper. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Here's Beverly. Nailed from three-point land. Beverly's got his 3rd basket of the night.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
And that one's good.
This is really the story of the game here. They've been excellent from behind the arc.
He kicks it to Brewer. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. With this break, let's show you the teams that led the league in assists last year. The Warriors, number 1.
The way these guys move the ball offensively was really a joy to watch. Great teamwork and unselfishness, and that's why we saw those great assist numbers a season ago.
Josh Smith, he's checked in for Dwight Howard.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Well, from the moment he stepped into the league, Klay Thompson was lights out in terms of shooting. Clark, he has never had a problem knocking one down.
Well, the first player in league history to notch 500 made threes in his first 3 seasons in the league. That is remarkable.
Offensive rebound. Here's Capella. Goes up high for the 2-handed dunk.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need, Kevin. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
And for Thompson, his 3-pointer was his calling card early on, but I love the way he's expanded his game every season. He's become a very good defender and broadened his offensive game as well.
James Harden, he's checked in for the Rockets. Then for the Warriors, Spates checked in for Bogut. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Here's Livingston, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Yep, uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen out there for sure.
And there's a foul. It's on Maurice Spates. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Monty Eunice is checked in for Capella, and Trevor Ariza is subbed in for Michael Beasley.
You know, and speaking of Thompson expanding his game, he's also come out of his shell a little bit. Very quiet early on, but he has gotten more and more comfortable in the league and becoming more outspoken. His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
On the jam by Monty Eunice.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop break. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
Beverly dishes to Harden. And that one's good. Beverly's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game. Not the guy you want to send to the line, Kevin.
And how about Sean Livingston? Just a terrific comeback story. Of course, he suffered that famous knee injury, one of the worst I've ever seen, and he has willed himself back to become a valuable player in this league.
The Rockets making a switch here. Jones is checked in.
They're sending guys to the line way more than they should here. They need to play good position defense and avoid the reach-in sloppy foul.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
And there's the feed to Ariza. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Last season for the Warriors really dominated from beginning to end to lead the league and Greg, both offensive and defensive efficiency.
And Kevin, a lot of people knew the Warriors were good at offense. I mean, but they've been equally as good defensively over the past few seasons, kind of flying under the radar for whatever reason. Not the case going forward.
Harden against Thompson. Harden outside. Passes it to Montejuice. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 9 assists now tonight.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over it.
Now here's Beverly, guarded closely for the three, and that one's good. Beverly's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Rockets.
It started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by Ariza. Houston moving the ball around. Stripped it away. Thompson for the triple. Another three for Golden State.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Harden against Thompson. There's a screen by Montejuice. Ariza has the open look. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
Pass to Ezeli. Out left to the wing. Thompson against Harden. Clock at 6. Launches it. It's rebounded by Houston.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the defense has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull that trigger. You've got to be in his face and not give him any space.
And you can see, Clark, that he has garnered the attention of the defense here. They are not going to allow him to get those kinds of looks.
And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Seventeen seconds left in the second quarter. Livingston, that's good. Livingston's got 11 points.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Ahead, Thompson for three. And so a pretty lopsided game to the first half. Warriors ahead, up 19. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, I'm here with Steph and Curry. And Steph, you guys really turned it on in that second quarter. What was the difference?
Push the tempo. We got a lot of stops early. Long rebounds. We were able to get out in transition. Being on the floor for some easy baskets. And we just executed kind of flawlessly that quarter.
Steph, thank you so much. Kevin, he's earned this rest.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal. And Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. They're bigger. And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started.
So far for the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Beasley out there with Howard. And it's Beverly in at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Beasley the screen. Beverly against Curry. Down low. Tries again. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Beverly. Last season's performance for him, he averaged about 10 points a game last year, 4 rebounds and 3 assists. And you like what he brings backing up the point guard.
No doubt. I mean, he knows how to run this offense. And that's always valuable coming off the bench.
Well, Dwight Howard had that back surgery, and he's had knee trouble, and he is no longer quite as dominant Clark as the player we saw back in certainly his younger days in Orlando.
Yeah, but nonetheless, Kevin, he's still in the conversation for best centers in the NBA. I think he remains a superstar big man when he's healthy.
Here's Curry. He feeds it to Bogut. The pass to Thompson. And the 3 off target. Rockets trail by 18. With the floater, and it's Beasley. That time in the assist by Beverly. Beasley's got his second basket of the night.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
And continuing to expand his arsenal last season, Patrick Beverly, the guard for the Rockets. Career highs in assists and rebounds per game, and he's one of the smallest guys on the floor.
Yeah, and he's really working on the details of becoming a better playmaker, becoming a guy that has coaches trust him to handle the basketball in those crucial situations.
And Curry with the stuff.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They block the shot and recover it for the fast break finish.
It's stolen by Curry. At the elbow, it's Iguodala. I mean, just beautiful.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Houston's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. And he gets it to go.
Nice job there to shake free of the defense and then drain the J.
You think back to the 2009 draft, the Thunder selecting James Harden 3rd overall, and there was some second guessing there.
Yeah, and Tyreek Evans, Kevin, taking a pick after him, won Rookie of the Year. But with time, Harden's talent is proven out, and you can argue he should have gone first in that draft.
Warriors leading by 23. Curry kicks to Bogut. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Scoring well here at the midway.
Points in the paint, 50.
And now they're starting to put some distance between them.
Well, offensively, they just continue to roll, I mean, as a result.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And, you know, you think of Harden on the Thunder. They didn't want to give him that max contract, but it's hard to argue that he's not worth every penny.
The shot will not go, so Golden State will take it the other way. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. That's good.
And guys, when you talk to other players on the Rockets, James Harden more and more becoming a vocal leader. I mean, tremendous confidence and swagger and determination, but that confidence can be contagious, and it's allowing him now to be a leader on this team.
And Thompson kicks to Green. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Rockets are gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's Harden. Harden missing again.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Curry wide open. Another 3 for Golden State.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
And despite some of the injuries over the years, Andrew Bogut still one of the game's best shot blockers, averaging well over 2.5 a game in his career. And Greg, he protects the rim like few others can. A rugged play.
And in last season, almost 3 block shots per game. And with all the offensive firepower around him, I think it really allows him to play to his strengths. That's why having a great team is about pieces of the puzzle fitting. He's a terrific piece for this group.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
For the finish, and it's Green with the jam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
And getting back to Bogut, people forget he's a pretty good athlete. The reason he was drafted #1 overall way back when was because of his insane combination of size and movement skills. That's why he remains one of the excellent shot blockers in the league today.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've got down in transition.
Let's check in for Dwight Howard. And the Warriors also making a change. Livingston's checked in.
And when you talk about Bogut, I think the Warriors' incredible regular season inspired him. He didn't have to be the star. He just had to anchor that deed. Sometimes when you give a guy a specific task to be the best at, that's when he delivers the most. And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
Here's Smith. It's rebounded by Livingston.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
To the paint, here's Beasley. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. 8 points for Beasley.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Livingston, no luck. The Rockets have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And guys, Josh Smith, an interesting blend of talent. A good defender, great finisher around the rim. Also an underrated passer at times for a big man.
Different look here for the Warriors. Bazili's checked in for Bogut. Spates comes in for Green. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Barbosa in for Steph Curry. Timeout called the Warriors. And Josh Smith, kind of a tweener. He spent some time at power forward. He spent some time at small forward. He's handled the ball. He's been all over the place.
Yeah, he is, but I think he's best, Kevin, working inside. He's gotten stronger. He's worked on his post game, and I think as time has passed, he's settled in as a full-time power forward. At least that's where he should settle into.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Now, here's Brewer, guarded by Curry. Inside, Brewer, good. Brewer's got 10.
Really a good job recognizing the mismatch, just going up for the shot with that huge height advantage on that possession.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Guys, I'm not sure there's a better star player who's a better fit for his team's philosophy than James Harden. He reflects the Rocket system perfectly.
I don't think you're wrong on that, Kevin. I mean, the Rockets, an analytically minded team. They love layups, free throws, and threes. Harden can get all of those done.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Curry kicks to Bogut, pass to Iguodala. And he's good on the 3 ball. 12 points for him.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Yeah, and Greg, you know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
And that steal paid instant dividend.
No wasted time or motion getting out on that fast break.
And Harden, either intentionally or not, is really the poster child for a new era of analytics that's starting to drive basketball. I mean, he generates a lot of points, but most importantly, he does it with tremendous efficiency, in part because he lives at the free throw line.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach Brewer.
And now, running up the court, Brewer pushing it up. Here's Beasley. Smith kicks to Harden. Back to Smith, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. The Warriors, number 1. In second, the Rockets.
It's all about the fast break with these two groups. I mean, they were terrific a season ago, playing at a breakneck pace.
Curry outside. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
Harden gets the bucket. The Warriors shooting a scorching 68% in the game. Thompson for 3. Eunice grabs the miss. Eunice has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Stolen by Thompson. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. And the jam by Steph Curry.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Here's Harden. Beasley up top. Eunice has the open look. His 3-pointers off the mark. It's no secret, Clark, what this Houston Rockets team wants to do. They want to get to the line, drive the lane, and hurt you from outside the arc.
And they'll do it all at a very fast pace. I mean, they're fun to watch. The pace is something that I think sneaks up on teams sometimes, Kevin.
Good point. Oh, and a dunk by Barnes.
And how about that one-man fast break?
I love the power finish at the end of it, too.
Brewer, the pass to Jones. Warriors with the rebound. Thompson outside. Dishes to Bogut with the shot. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 8th assist in the game.
Nicely done by Andrew Bogut there.
And Brewer kicks to Jones. To the inside. Oh, and a dunk by Brewer.
Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh my. Got me thinking back to my days.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Well, speak for yourself, because I could never throw it down like that, but I will say it sure looks fun, doesn't it?
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Thompson sends it back. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Houston. And Golden State also making a change. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Curry. Eunice dishes to Brewer. 19 seconds left in the third quarter. Clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Bogut's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Thompson misses, but they'll get another chance. He gets it up. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Warriors ahead, running away with it. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Houston's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're checking on threes. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Thompson and Iguodala on the perimeter. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Curry in at point guard. Jones, the pass to Decker. Iguodala kicks to Terry.
And, you know, the NBA loves to experiment with different rules in different ways. The D-League last season used international rules for goaltending. And that small change makes a huge impact on the defensive end.
Curry attacking, and Jones sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Thompson outside. From deep, Iguodala. The Rockets pull it in. And for the international rules of goaltending, players are allowed to touch the ball after it hits the iron, even if it is over the cylinder.
I'm not sure if the NBA is going to adapt that rule, but I think it wouldn't be a big deal to adapt it because there aren't a lot of times that play happens in the game. I think it would be a small percentage of those plays over the course of a season.
Here's Curry with the three. They get it back. Out to the wing. Takes the three. The shot no good. And so here's Houston. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Bangs home the trifecta. Curry's got 39.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it. Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
Here's Thompson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Just a fantastic game for Thompson. He's got 26 points, and he's buried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
I think we need a calculator to keep track of just how many of those he's knocked down. And Commissioner Silver taking a bold stance on sports betting. I mean, going into last season, he wrote that op-ed piece saying that it needs to be legalized federally and basically brought into the light of day.
And there's Green on the assist by Curry. 22 points for Draymond Green.
And you can see now they're starting to push the tempo to good effect.
Fast break points, the edge goes to them, and those quick buckets are easy money. I love to see that.
And for Commissioner Silver arguing for legalized sports betting, that's a major reversal from what most sports commissioners Clark had said in the past.
Yeah, you know, I like his open-mindedness, not just about that issue, but a number of issues that confront the league. And, you know, he's right in regards to the gambling, but the internet people are making these bets anyway, so it makes sense for the league to take a look at it.
And it's Terry off the drive. Comes up empty down low.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim. Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
The step-back jumper is good.
Well, they gave him some room, and he just stepped back and nailed the wide-open jumper.
On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 12-4 run right now, and the shot is good.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, with Steve Kerr and Jason Kidd both coming with no coaching experience over the last few seasons and also having success, I don't know, guys. Maybe we should throw our hat in the ring, but pretty impressive stuff.
That's not for me to do. I've already determined I don't want to coach for a paycheck, even if it is a big one.
And the Warriors with some changes. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 2.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Bogut. Again, Golden State.
Was another fast break score against them, and they just aren't getting back on D in transition. They've got to sprint back and find the ball.
Guys, they're getting caught flat-footed here, and if you're the coaching staff, you've got to get in their ear right now.
Nice shot by Smith. You know, you look at the coaching success for both Jason Kidd and Steve Kerr, both with long playing careers, championship experience on their resumes. Steve, in fact, Clark even had some time in the front office with Phoenix.
And don't forget about his broadcasting career either, Kevin. I mean, I think in both cases, though, you look at these two guys, they were able to come in and have immediate credibility with their teams, and their playing experience part of their preparation for being coaches.
Last season, the Pistons with a shocking move, waving Josh Smith. They bought him out, Clark. You saw that coming when it happened.
Yeah, in essence, Kevin, they paid him $40 million to go home or go away. I'm not sure how you rationalize that as a player, but he landed in a better spot in Houston.
He did. Curry outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Jones, no one around him. And Houston again with the bucket.
And Josh Smith, best friends since their days playing together in high school, so happy to be reunited on the Rockets.
Thompson inside the line. Can't hit, so Houston will take it the other way. Smith on the wing, all alone, and it's Houston with another.
And guys, Josh Smith long criticized for taking way too many outside shots. I mean, while he's shown some improvement for long range, I think his inability to play below the free throw line more often, I think, has really hindered his development as a player.
So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is, G8, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. Jones drives in. Another shot, and it's sent back by Bogut. Terry against Green with the fadeaway. Decker with the rebound.
Hey, guys, the Warriors ended the year at just over a 10-point differential per game. I mean, still that number is staggering when you think of what it takes to achieve that mark over the course of a season. Typically, championship teams are somewhere in the +6 to +8 range. 10 is off the charts.
Smith with a screen on top, and it's Terry off the drive, and the wide open shot from Decker bangs home the trifecta.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him. And you know what? That Warriors point differential was helped out a lot by their play at home. The home differential was almost +15 points per game. A lot of blowout wins. Scary thing is they set their starters in the fourth so often, they could have made those numbers even higher had they wanted.
Green with the block. Bogut dishes to Curry. Here's the three. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got 4 rebounds now tonight. The wide open look here for Terry. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
And there's the foul. It's on Sam Decker. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, it seems like this is something we've said quite a bit the last few years, but now we really feel like we're in a golden age for point guards. So many point guards on so many teams are the leaders and best players on their teams. You can name a dozen all-star level point guards in the league right now.
Brewer is checked in for the Rockets. Timeout called the Warriors. To illustrate just how strong the point guard position is right now, Greg, in the NBA, just take a look at the point guards who did not make the All-Star team a season ago. Wow.
You know, in both conferences, it's almost as if we're in the midst of a point guard renaissance for the NBA. I mean, MVP Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook, CP3 out west, John Wall, Kyrie Irving in the East. Boy, I could go on and on with the great players of that position.
Here's Montezumas, and again, the Rockets good for 2. The Warriors shooting 53% from the field in the fourth quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. And the Warriors miss again.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
On its way from Curry for two. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Curry's got 46 points. Stolen by Thompson. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
That's good. 49 points for Steph Curry. Houston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. It's Terry outside. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Bogut kicks to Curry. Three-pointer. The shot is off. And Houston the other way now. 1:37 left to play here in the 4th. They need this. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
It's been a good one for Brewer. 12 points and the 1 steal. I tell you what, he's made his mark on this game in so many ways, guys.
And he would have stood out just on the strength of the defense. But how about offensively? He's been clicking there as well. And Corey Brewer, guys, out of Florida. Remember, won those 2 national championships, teaming up with Joakim Noah and Al Horford. Terrific quickness, and that rangy frame makes him a disruptive defender. Great versatility as well on that end of the floor. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Greg, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Curry. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Here's Bogut. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
And the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was a well-deserved win. I mean, they came into this building and acted like it was their home turf. I mean, they were the ones calling the shots and
over to the left wing. Here's Curry with the 3, and that one's good. Curry's got 58.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
Now, here's Bogut, covered by Brewer. Bogut, the pass to Curry. Iguodala, left side. From deep. Missed. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Yes, Kevin, here with Andre Iguodala. And what's the key for you guys to have games like you did tonight as you look to the upcoming games?
The key is just not letting all the outside distractions, get in the way of letting us do what we want to do. So we got to come in, play tough, and guys be ready to play.
Andre, thank you. Kevin, they shut out the noise and just play.
Doris, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now we'll go to the studio with the award-winning Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Stephen Curry. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points. And Kenny, you had some words earlier while the game was going on. What do you think?
I will say this about Steph Curry. There is no player in the league more capable of single-handedly taking over a ball game than he is. What I mean is, Steph Curry's hot. It's hotter than anyone else is hot. He can beat you with his feet, his mind, his shot. The only thing you can be sure of is that he will beat you.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, going to a building on the road and completely control the action like he did, only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports Group, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.